1, 2, 3, 4. I'm testing.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's your boy A to the D to the Q. Welcome to yet a brand new episode of ADQ's Renaissance. I'm your host with the most, keeping it 100 from coast to coast through God our boast. A to the D to the Q. It is Monday, June 26th, 2023. Yo, June is almost over, man. That means we are over halfway through 2023. This year is going by so fast, it's crazy. So, yo, this episode is me going on a creative binge because come on, y'all, talk to me. You know when you're lacking creatively, right? Okay, so this is where my creative energies have been going over the past few days, right? Okay, so I don't know if any of you know or have realized, but last month I have decided to retire from theater. Man, yo, artists, let's be real. Let's be completely real with each other. Every last one of us at one point or another have thought about or decided to quit. All of us. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a whole buck with each other. All of us at one time or another have decided to quit. Have thought about quitting. Okay. So, this is me thinking about quitting. Well, my plans have been thwarted. Yeah, because as I have said on previous episodes, I myself have decided to take a trip to the Van Dyke Performance Space here in Greensboro, North Carolina, this past Friday, June 23rd, 2023. It was 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I watched a play called Crazy in Love, written by James Lyons. James Lyons, who will be on this podcast at some point in the future. It featured several people who I already know, who I consider friends, associates, and to some degree, collaborators, because I've collaborated with several of these people. Corey Jones, Petty. Petty's been on the podcast. Petty starred in the movie Sacred Path, which is on Tubi right now. I make a unlisted, uncredited cameo near the end. Hey, I'm there. Taranza Graves, yo, I've been in like 3 plays, I think, with Taranza Graves. One in which she played my baby mama. Yeah. I had to get all physical with her, and I was scared shitless. Let's see, Javetta Milton, whichever her stage name is. Oh, come on, man, that's my big sister. You know what I'm saying? I was in her first play. Let's see, we were in a couple of other plays where we really didn't have direct contact. We were one play that I know that we were in together. Let the church say amen. Yo, I got to talk mad junk to her on stage, and I loved it. I was the bad guy, jackass deacon, deacon counterfeit. Oh, I had so much fun. In which James Lyons, well, we'll get to James in a minute. The writer. Not only that, but I just found out that Javetta actually directed the play. Hayden Crawford. Yo, Hayden is incredible. We were in Don't Go roles together. And yo, Hayden is daggone in his 40s. He looked like he's in his 20s. And he's what he did. What's the world looking for? He did such a great job. Don't lose my words. Stellar job of playing an old man. So, yo, Coco C, I've never worked with her before, but, you know, she did her thing. Adrian E. Canham, we were both actually in Butter. If you watch Butter, I die early in the movie. And Adrian's a pimp. But yo, I really hope that we get to work together one day, more directly. Tiffany Murphy, yo, if she didn't steal the show a few times in this. Um, if you ever walk around Greensboro and hear people saying IDK, what does IDK mean? And someone says, I don't know. And someone keep on asking several times, boom, there you go. And James, daggone Lyons. Yo, I've actually worked with James before, twice. It Won't Happen Again. We were in a play called It Won't Happen Again, which was also a play that I was in, that Javetta was in. Side note, Javetta actually went into that play the day of, received the script, and she just let it ride. Javetta is like daggone a prodigy when it comes to this. So we were in that together. I was a detective trying to be serious, but this is before I you know, learned what I know about acting, about performing. I was trying to be serious, but everything just went off the rails. You know what I'm saying? And also, James brought his Uncle Ezel character to let the church say amen. I said this before, I'll say it again. That damn person, that damn human being about made me break character so many times. Now, that's how I know these people. That's what drew me there. What made me have a direct what made me have a direct interest in this particular production? Well, for one thing, I've submitted some plays to different competitions and have been rejected and everything. And I would think about people like James, like Tamika Allen. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Lowe's, Her Story, His Truth. Like how Nikisha Rice, my homegirl Keisha, wrote What Fairy Tale and used her own money to put up a astronomical marketing campaign. She didn't need no damn competitions, none of that. She took her belief in herself and she took her faith in herself and promoted it, much like James does. James Lyons has built an empire. You know what I'm saying? He has built an empire. And me, I just been sitting back from afar in complete admiration of it. Not only that, but last year I tried to put up a Battle of the Books and I fell face first on that mug. Not only that, but I also tried to put up May I Borrow $1. Same thing happened. And I was ready to just give up, man. I was ready to just give up. Shout out to Shantae Renee. She called me and taught me Avid. And James, man, he hit me up and taught he also taught me Avid. He also read a play that I'm I'm giving the brother his flowers. He also read a play that I wrote and that I'm thinking about putting up. And gave me some critique on it. Great feedback too. Great feedback. So James is a real one. Okay. So I'm seeing myself go from admirer to friend to family, also to student. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm watching him. I'm watching his moves. This man has put so many consistent plays with the Uncle Ezel character, and he has made a name for himself. So that's one thing. Another thing is his plays are damn good. You know what I'm saying? Again, when we did Let the Church Say Amen, do you have any idea how hard it was for me to stay in character? It was hard as hell to stay in character, man. I wanted so hard. I wanted so bad to break out laughing. so I go to the theater. The theater. I haven't said the theater like that in a long time. I go to the theater. I find me a seat, not up front. I see where Big Los, shout out to Big Los, is sitting with his wife, and I'm like, you know what? Let me sit right here because I would like to actually hear Big Los's commentary on what's taking place. Big Los did not let me down when it got to intermission. So first of all, the play is incredible. The play is freaking incredible. Hats off to the entire cast. Shouts out to the entire cast. I'm not going to give too much about it because I feel like this will not be the only production of Crazy in Love. But daggone it, if this play did not kick major ass. You know what I'm saying? First of all, shouts out to Javetta. She directed it. She directed it from Louisiana. She directed the play that premiered in North Carolina and Louisiana. No small feat. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's been hard for me to direct plays that were in North Carolina So shout out to her for that. Not only that, but yo, everything that I've been in with Javetta, she was playing some heavy, tear jerking. Someone died, someone did some crazy mess to someone in the past type role. But she and Hayden was so funny together with this. Oh my god. And the situation that James painted, the dichotomy of their relationship and the comedic elements that he wrote in that. Oh my god, it was so funny. It had me falling out laughing. I did not know that Javetta could be so funny. Hayden was funny as hell. Because I knew that Hayden could be funny because he was funny and Don't Go Rose. But yo, oh yeah, oh damn, my bad. We were also in damn, the James Baldwin joint. The Amen Corner. We were also in the Amen Corner together. He and Mr. Johnny McNeil, they shared a role. You know, understudy, all that stuff. It happens in the theater. But yeah, so I just thought about that. I was Brother Boxer. It's like every time I play a religious role, I play an asshole. I love it. Adrian E. Canham and Tiffany Murray played so beautifully together. Oh my god. I didn't know Adrian could be that damn funny either, man. For real. I'm like, bro, I just saw you be a whole pimp. And yo, IDK, I don't know. Yo, shout out to Tiffany, man. Shout out to Adrian on that one. And Coco C, man, playing the good girl, playing the ex-girlfriend and all that good stuff. Petty, you know what I'm saying? Petty. I mean, the brother is just a superstar. They're all superstars. And then you got James being Uncle Ezel, being the additional comedic relief in the play. It was just magnificent, man. It was a Friday night well spent, like for real. I really, really hope they put this play up again because it was just incredible. And you know what they did? They inspired my black ass, man. Because again, I have retired from the theater. I have retired. I have been in theater. I have been in theater for 14 years. For 14 consecutive years, I have been involved in theater in one way or another. And I was going to leave the game, be like, yo, I put in my time. I'm out. But here come this guy, James Lyons, to put up this play and inspire my black ass, man. Damn. Also, Taranza, Daggone Graves. I've seen this woman rap. I've seen this woman play a church mother. I've seen this woman play a jaded baby mama. This woman has played Ruth in A Raisin in the Sun. I've seen this woman preach. Taranza Graves is like, daggone, this woman is a poet. Daggone, whatever this woman touches turns to gold. But dang, yam. I have to add like 11 syllables in the word damn. The way she, I almost used the F word. I'm sorry. The way she killed it in this mall, son. Oh my God. Oh my God. She killed it. And I mean literally killed. I did not know that Taranza had this in her. I knew that she was a great actor, but yam. Oh my God. I'm like, damn, Taranza, I know your last name is Graves, but damn. I was scared to go up to her and hug her. Man. So yo, snaps. I give this mother like 20 stars, 20 out of 10. James, man. I don't know how you put this thing together. I'm waiting for you. I'm looking forward to the day you come on the podcast and explain how you put this thing together. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. 1,000,000,000%. I thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it. No cap. This is like one of the greatest plays that I've ever seen in life. In life. I mean, Corey Jones does not strike me as a comedic actor, to be honest with you. He doesn't. He doesn't. Even though when I saw Welcome Home, with Welcome Home Uncle Silky, I saw him in Welcome Home Uncle Silky. He wasn't really all that funny. He wasn't really funny in that. He seemed to be more the straight character, while the Uncle Silky character was more so the comedic character. Which hold up, if I'm not mistaken, actually Petty, the Mr. Petty character, that's based out of comedy. I don't know. I don't know. He strikes me more as a serious actor. You know what I'm saying? But damn it, man, if he didn't whip out some comedy chops, Javetta, man, she pulls out your heartstrings with everything that I've been in with her. Daggone Adrian, all of them, man. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, James, for your contribution to the theater. And I hope you realize that I just spent 16 minutes praising your piece, which is worthy of it. It's very much worthy of it. So that pulled me out of my that made me want to start looking at some ideas. Possibly dipping my toe back in the games, and then I don't know, just one day, just yesterday, I found myself on Tubi because I saw that because I was on my IMDb page. I actually have an IMDb page, and I saw that this movie that I was in, Identity, was on Tubi. I was like, oh shit, I'm on Tubi. I mean, well, the movie's on Tubi. Oh shit, I'm in the movie. And then boom, I scroll, I see some of the movie, and I see my scenes that I'm in. Good God, I was so fat, man. That was 304-pound ADQ. I'm 207 pounds now. And that's right. Your boy has dropped 97 pounds. But yeah, I played the bishop in that. So yo, Tubi, Identity, check it out. I want you all to know, please know, as you watch that film on Pride, and it's Pride Month, please know I am acting. I am a friend and a brother, literally. I am a friend and a brother and a beloved friend of the LGBTQIA plus community. Yo, I am your friend. I am acting. I want you to know I am acting. I think that everybody has the right to love whoever it is that they want to love. It's your prerogative. So, on this episode of ADQ's Renaissance, another thing that kind of got my creative juices fired up. I look on Tubi and I see Sacred Path, and yo, I watched Sacred Path, incredible movie. Petty's in there doing his thing. Yo, T. Walker and Born King, who have also both been on the podcast, do that thing. Scoot, my man Scoot's in it, doing his thing as the pastor. Scoot's going to be on the podcast. He's always spitting jewels every time I go to Kingdom Cuts Barbershop. Scoot is just incredible. And main man, I got to stand next to main man while he was doing in the movie. I mean, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got to stand next to the king, to the brother, to the wordsmith who has left an impeccable legacy. So I'm not credited, but come on, man, come on. Anybody who knows ADQ, you could see me plain and clearly. So And one notion that I'm learning to champion as an actor. Yeah, I'm an actor. One thing that I'm learning to champion is, it ain't about all the words that you say. See, in previous years, I would be in the mindset, shit, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't doing shit in the whole film. No. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, in that film and in some plays that I've been in, there would be times when I had very few lines or no lines at all. That don't mean nothing. Am I making the presence? I had to make a statement, which was a similar statement to what main man's character was making, and the brother who was standing with us. I had to make a statement in the presence in that scene, and I did without saying a single word, and that helped. And that helped drive the story along. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? So, I would like to just thank everybody who have been encouraging me to stick to the arts. I lost my my confidence and just found it. And I also found some more of my confidence in having this great conversation with my man Chris Swaim. I cut it short. I cut it short because the episode was running long last time. But here's the rest of the conversation that we had. Not only that, but I think I'll I'll tap y'all in with my performance from Juneteenth. Yeah, that's right. I performed at Juneteenth again, second year in a row. And also to prove that I was acting in identity for my brothers and sisters, and for those who I love who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I got a little piece for y'all. It's called Love Gonna Be There Quick. Y'all check that out. All that and more coming up on this episode of ADQ's Renaissance.
I was an angel 12, you on the cage jail. On 32's on core, y'all understand why on store. Those are our brothers, those are our cousins, that is me. Kills Ricky and me. Not too long ago, you would have had me in the tree. Swinging like an ornament, tar and feather, with no nuts on focus. All these jokers, biblical cousins like jokers, they poke us, profile us, label us a wild bunch. I used to see you with a child truck, now I see you and I don't smile much. You pig, you sloppy bastards in that blue press. See my new pants, see my new red. My melanin, you have the forethought to see my intelligence, my greatness is relevant to the element. That's the figure, who the ignorant one. You are the end, I'm a neither.
We go into the land of the sun, and the sand, and the sand dunes, and the heat, and the hush, the quiet, and the shush, and it's night in Tunisia.
everybody, welcome back to ADQ's Renaissance. I apologize for that. My phone, right now I am working with my Android, and I guess that right now you iPhone owners are probably saying, yeah, I told you that Androids suck. Androids do have a tendency to suck at times. And when they are interrupting the broadcast of an incredible podcast, yes, Androids do suck. But I'm still not going to sell out and get an iPhone. It ain't happening. So, let's see if we can get Chris back in here, because the block is hot. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Look, I have an Android. Androids do Android things sometimes, like interrupt the broadcast of an incredible podcast. So, like I was saying, I was talking about another Chris Jericho. He did not deserve to be the Ring of Honor World Champion. You're right. Mark Briscoe should get a shot. Not Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is old. He's freaking. I'm sorry. Not fat shaming. I'm not fat shaming. But he's too daggone ass shape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he's always been like that.
No. He's bigger now than he's ever been.
Oh, okay.
He's mostly been like 208, 288. Now he's like 310.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure you noticed he's moving a lot slower. Now one would probably attribute that to age, but I'm like, well, AJ is the same age. Now AJ's lighter, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, let's look at someone else. Undertaker, for a while, Undertaker was wearing tights and stuff. Undertaker also has always weighed 300 plus pounds.
Yeah.
Why they ever build him at 299, I have no idea. But Undertaker, like when he was in his early 40s, which is where Samoa Joe is, Undertaker was moving fast and gracefully.
Yeah.
So, and that's how you could get from Mark Briscoe to the Undertaker in the conversation. So, point being, I agree with you. They need to give Tony Khan needs to book Mark Briscoe to win the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Yes.
Darby Allin, I agree with you. Personally, though, I think he needs to work on his promo work a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He still sound a little too emo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey man, I'm gonna go out here. I don't care if I fall off a cliff, but still, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, he does. I mean, but he's working on it and he's getting there. I mean, he's actually gotten a lot better in the last year with his promos.
Let's see. What do you think about MJF?
I like MJF, but I get tired of the bidding war of 2024 promos that he always does. I mean, I don't like the character because I've never been a big fan of the heel characters, but I mean, I do like that he keeps it old school, like like whenever he's out after the show, like he goes back to the hotel and like he's waiting for the elevator just like everybody else in the lobby, and he like tells everybody, nobody else get on this effing elevator. Like he just walks in and closes the door behind him. I mean, he flips kids off in his pictures whenever they whenever they ask for a picture, like he talks down to them when they're asking for an autograph. I mean, his character is on point, but I'm just getting sick of his, bidding war of 2024. I'm the greatest that there is. It's like, no, dude. If these wrestlers are booked right, if Joe's booked right, Claudio's booked right, Punk's booked right, Bryan Danielson's booked right, you're looking at Jay Lethal's booked right, Mark Briscoe is booked right, you're getting down to 8, 9, 10. If I can think of 3 other people, you're going to be out of the top 10 best wrestlers in this company.
I would even say that I would even add Hook to that list.
Yeah.
Hook is a bad man.
Yeah. If
Like,
he's booked right, it could be Hook and MJF for the title. I mean, because that would be, I'd actually like to see that. Hook versus MJF would be a phenomenal match, in my opinion.
oh yeah, and both of them are from Long Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just Hook, Hook. I think the way that he carries himself, he's like, I got this handsome devil face and whatever, but do remember who my dad is.
Exactly. Yep.
Let's see. Me, I like Hook. As much Cornette really takes a deuce on Omega a lot, but I like Omega. I think he's dope.
I liked him when he was in New Japan, but I just don't like that. I mean, I think what it is that he does all the high flying wrestling, and he doesn't do any of the. He doesn't do the sailing. He does the actions. He just doesn't put the emotions and the interactions with it. I mean, because he gets hit 47 times. He gets also rolling back in, and all of a sudden he's like, "Rah!" And then he comes back and does this huge comeback, and that's all. So I mean, and I think also because I think Kenny Cornette said that Omega wrestled with a blow-up doll during one of their shows.
He did.
So I can understand why that gets no respect from Cornette. But
he also once wrestled a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I love the athleticism of Omega. Love the athleticism, and also the toll that his body took when he was the champion, the AEW champion, the Impact champion, the New Japan champion. I mean, he had like 4 belts, and he had a separated shoulder and a high ankle sprain, and like muscle or like a partial tear or something like that in one of his knees, like his MCL or something like that. So I respect his work ethic and his athleticism, but his work in the ring is just to me.
Little mid, right?
Yeah.
Personally, this is why I think AEW is actually lacking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like back in 2008, 2009, before Hogan and Bischoff came along and screwed everything up.
Yeah.
TNA, right?
Oh, yeah.
They had this perfect balance
Mm-hmm.
of old school and new school. That's how the likes of AJ Styles, Jay Lethal, and Samoa Joe became stars.
Yeah.
Because they had Scott Steiner doing Steiner math, which was freaking epic, and giving them the rub and putting them over, right?
Yep.
You had Kurt Angle having these 5-star matches with Samoa Joe and AJ Styles and putting them over, especially in the steel cage match with Samoa Joe.
Yep.
In AEW, you don't really have that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, it's cute. It's nice that Punk. It's nice that Punk is back in wrestling after getting the living dog crap beat out of him in UFC twice.
Yeah.
It's nice that he's back in wrestling, but world champion? Nah, let him put a few guys over first.
Yeah. But I think at the same time, you had to give the AEW belt some type of legitimacy, because when you had Jericho, you had Adam Page. Page was okay, but then when you get somebody like Punk, who is a no-name world-class wrestler, you put the belt on him. That belt now has some legitimacy to dethrone Roman Reigns as, a legitimate champion.
Okay, I can see that, because yeah. If you put Roman Reigns up against CM Punk and see who has the most mainstream appeal, I don't know. What would you say has the most mainstream appeal?
It's neck and neck. I think it's neck and neck. It's right there.
Yeah, because you got a guy who fought in the UFC and got the dog crap beat out of him, and who has actually and who's acting in a couple of B movies, C movies, versus a guy who did a cameo in a Fast and Furious spinoff, and who is The Rock's cousin.
Yeah.
And part of the legendary NOIE family.
Yep.
Speaking of the NOIE family, what do you think about this bloodline storyline?
I like that it's going on as long as it has, because you don't get that in wrestling nowadays.
Nah.
I mean, in some of the like AML shows that I do, or Firestar shows, I mean, some stories that they have is like probably 3-4 months long. I mean, this has been going on for what, a year?
Almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. Ever since COVID.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a story that could keep going, because as many members of the family that are in that are there, oh yeah, that could go on as long as possible.
I agree. Me personally, I like the longevity of it. I'm kind of though ready to see Roman lose the belt. Like, I was ready to see. I was so mad when Cody Rhodes lost at WrestleMania.
I think everybody was.
I get what they're trying to do, but I'm like, dang, God, it was Cody's for the taking. Don't nobody want to wait a whole nother year and have Roman acknowledge me and stuff. Now, I will say, I love the 180 that Roman did.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena was the hero. He was the top guy. He refused to turn heel because he knew what that would do to his stock, right?
Yeah.
Roman Reigns was like, I don't give a crap. I'm turning heel. Put me with the most despised manager of all time, Paul Heyman, and turn me heel. And he's been killing it ever since, right?
Yep.
However, he's gone part-time. He's out in Hollywood. I think it's time to take the belt off of him. Go ahead, give it to Cody, and let Cody do his thing with it.
Yeah.
But let's be completely honest, because I'm about to move this to your entry in the wrestling industry. The Cody that almost dethroned Roman is AEW Cody.
Yeah.
Not the Cody that was before. It was AEW Cody.
Okay.
AEW Cody was cultivated where? On the Indies, right?
Yep, he was.
It's crazy. It took 6 years for that whole wow part of his theme to hit.
Yep.
Now, I'm not as tapped into the Indies as I should be, but I do know two people who are currently part of the Indies. A young man by the name of Jay Malachi, who has done a couple shows for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to him. I visited his mom and dad's church before.
Okay.
He's from here in Greensboro. Great kid. When I saw that he's grown up, that he's a grown man now and he's wrestling, I'm like, daggone, I don't remember him when he was 12. So yo, I'm very proud. So shout out to Jay Malachi and your friend of mine, Nick Darden.
Nick D. Nick D.
Being that heel manager, that slimy, scurvy, hateful heel manager who does, I would love to do that one day. You know what I'm saying? Just be a heel manager, cheap for the guy that I represent, the guy or girl I represent. Oh, I would love that. Now, what's your contribution to wrestling?
I'm actually a referee. That's what I do. I've done a few. I actually started training. I got to get my charger because my phone's on 2% right now. But I actually started training with a guy. I think you know him from the theater world, Josh Gary.
Josh Gary, yeah, I know him.
Sure. And so, because he was actually in the stage readings of Titus Andronicus that we did. So that's I started training with him, and then I stopped for a little while, got back into theater, and that's actually how I got into it. I wanted to do commentary, but Josh was like, nah, if you're gonna do commentary, he was like, you just want to do commentary? I was like, yeah, because I take blood thinner, and I've got a low threshold of pain, so I'm not gonna be taking bumps and getting slapped and all that crap. But he was like, yeah, you might want to rethink that. I was like, well, right now I just don't want to do commentary, maybe a manager. And then about 2-3 weeks later, I was like, hey, I think I want to be a referee. And that's actually what I did. I started training to become, and so I've done a few shows around the Triad. I did 3 shows last year for FWE in Raleigh, and so yeah, that's my contribution, quote unquote contribution to wrestling.
That is a contribution. Someone gotta slap the mat 3 times. Someone gotta make sure that the wrestlers are okay, and gotta call for and gotta throw the X sign, in case someone gets hurt. All that. So that's a heavy contribution. I would ask you, what are the independents out there that you have worked with? You said FWE. Who else? And some that people should keep an eye on.
I've done a few shows for AML, which is here in Winston. It's run by Tracy Myers and Brian Hawks. I've done Firestar Pro Wrestling in Greensboro. That is run by LeBron Cozone. AML has a couple of divisions under their banner. They've got the Future Stars, which is guys who have been who have like paid their dues with the school. They've been training, they've been working behind the scenes at some of the big AML shows. They do a lot of. I've worked with them, and then also they've got a division called Genesis, which is basically like their rookie division. And it's guys that have been training for probably just over 6 months, and it lets them get work in the ring with a live audience. And it really helps out, because that way, guys, of course, have only done quote unquote scrimmage matches during training with no actual audience in the stands, in the seats. The only people that they wrestle for is their fellow trainees. So that's actually a good division, because it helps them get reps and get experience wrestling in front of an actual live crowd. Firestar, I love Firestar. Cozone, he trained. He's the trainer there, the head trainer, and he wrestled, as far as I know, he wrestled up and down the East Coast, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and he actually does a lot of stuff with AEW stars as well. Like, he'll have them come in and do seminars, and that's actually how Jay Malachi got on the the AEW show because he actually impressed what's his name? Captain Sean. No, was it Captain Sean? Is one of the guys that wrestles for AEW, and he was like, yeah, you can be on a. He impressed him, so he was actually on an episode, a couple episodes of Dark, AEW Dark. So yeah, I've done AML and Firestar. I need to get and then also Vivo Lucha Libre. I did a few shows for Justice when he had that promotion up and running. So I've done three promotions, and then of course FWE in Raleigh.
And I would like to point out J Malachi. His real name is Malachi Jeffries. And in fact, his dad's a preacher. I forgot the name of it, but Omar Rojas. His mom, Brandy Rojas, great people.
Okay.
Now, there's a man whose name who you probably have met. I met him, and he's from Charlotte. He said that a wrestler can live a very sustainable life on the independents. Caprice Coleman?
Oh yeah. The pastor.
Yeah. I once met him. He once came and spoke at Malachi's church, and he was talking about how a wrestler, you don't have to look at AEW wasn't a thing at this time, but he was talking about how a wrestler can very much make a living and sustain themselves on the independent scene. And while hearing that, I was just wondering because I saw his championship belt he had. I saw two layers. It was like a triple layer belt or something like that. Does that mat hurt as bad as I think it does?
Since I don't take bumps, I really can't say. But I mean, Josh Gary, he said that every bump taken inside of a wrestling ring is the equivalent to a 35-mile-an-hour car crash. Yeah.
Shout out to my sister Javeda showing us love. Hey Javeda, love you. Break a leg in the show, crazy in love. Pause. 35 mile an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, and people are mad at The Rock and John Cena for ditching wrestling for acting. Shoot. So, okay. So, all right. So Chris, you're a performer. In the theater, like I am.
Mm-hmm.
We have gotten a high off of crap.
Peace. So, this piece that I'm about to read is a joint that I wrote called "Love Gonna Be There Quick." What brought this piece about is number one. It's kind of like a love letter to those who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community. And it's me showing love. And I felt like I should show love because number one, I've grown up and much into my 20s, I was like one of the most homophobic people you'd ever meet. And even in my imperfection, I'm fighting to, just unload things and keep them in the past, right? And become the best ADQ that I possibly can be. When my sister came out as gay, that made me confront my homophobia. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but then I started going into these atmospheres that were, chock full of them. You know what I'm saying? The theater, Guilford College, liberal space, very, very liberal and progressive spaces. Mind you, ADQ is no liberal. I'm no liberal, but I do have love for everybody. So then I listened to Jay-Z song Smile, where he was addressing the fact that his mom's gay. and just the beat was playing in my head, and I just felt led to write this. So here it is. It's called Love Gonna Be There Quick. I hope y'all notice what I did with the letters. If you don't, love LG gone be there T quick Q. Right? Okay. Check this out. Yo, I grew up thinking y'all were aliens. I prayed within. God, heal my gayest friends, straighten them. Maybe they should be my enemy. God bless y'all who didn't get rid of me. I had the epiphany of a century that I'm being toxic mentally. The smiles on all God's children I'm sent to see. It opened my world. That I learned. It opened my world when I learned my sister likes girls. My grandma was fire and brimstone, but me, I'm like, nah, it ain't that simple. Many ones treat me better than kinfolk. I'm not a representative, but I be a defender to someone who is misgendered. I can't stand who will call me Andre and Andrew. So imagine if someone lived a life filled with pain, then found new love with a new name. I'm ashamed of my past thoughts that surely made me to be an asshole. I'm hoping all people last long in this world is sick. Happy Pride from ADQ, and love gonna be there quick. So much love to all y'all. Peace.